Welcome, Waupun hockey fans. We are at the Holiday Classic in Waupun for our third place game where our Warriors are playing up against the Evanston, Illinois Wild Kits. Waupun made it here to the third place game. The first round they were played against number 10 Marquette and lost in overtime 2-1 with 2 minutes left. And their second game, they played against the Waunakee Warriors and won that game 6-3. Evanston lost their first game to De Pere 5-2 and won their second game 4-1 over Beaver Dam, which brought them to this third place game. And Dylan Sauer in center now wins the faceoff. Over to Braden Van de Zand. Van de Zand dumps it. Griffin Leafy to Tyler Fleitner. Tyler Fleitner works on breakout, dumps it back in. It's taken away by Griffin Leafy. Turned over. Tyler Fleitner. And we have a whistle. Puck was underneath the player, frozen. .27 left in the first period. 16:27 left in the first period. Shot, save. Quick shot from Rickett. Shot, save. Here comes Colin Holtz. Holtz dumps it into the corner. Here comes Colin Holtz. Holtz dumps it into the corner. Carter Schramm on the forecheck. Picks it up, drops it over to Cam Beek. Picks it up, drops it over to Cam Beek. Carson Schramm tries to take a slap shot and misses. 16:03 with an icing. 16:03 with an icing. So out on the ice right now for Waupun, first line we have Colin Holtz will be in center. Carter Schramm and Cam Beek are your wings. Carter Flagner and Carson Schramm are your defense. Carter Schramm dumps it back into the corner after a nice poke shot from Flagner. Here comes Cam Beek, takes it all the way out over to Carter Flagner. Flagner takes a shot and swiped wide, just missed. Swiped wide, just missed. Cam Beek again takes another shot towards the net. Picks it up again. This time he takes it, drives it into the net, and a shot wide. And there's a rebound by Colin Holtz. And there's a rebound by Colin Holtz. Colin Holtz at 15:29 scores the Waupun first goal. Still not in the groove of this. Ended up not even recording that one. That's not good. Dylan Sauer, Jared Buckles was on the center, wins it forward. Griffin Leafy. Leafy over to Cole Camphouse. Camphouse back to Leafy. Camphouse back to Leafy. From Baron Buckles. And turns it over. Bringing it in is save of Sauer, swept away by, and rebound was left out in front. Jarrett Buckles now pushes it, dumps it down into the corner. In goes Caleb Baxter. Baxter with a check. And here comes a breakout again. Carson Schramm is out there. Carter Flagner picks it up, has ice off of Caleb Baxter, and then out of the zone by Carson Schramm. Schramm back to Flagner. Again, a turnover right to their player. It's held in the zone. Carson Schramm with a hard check, knocks the puck loose. with a hard check, knocks the puck loose. Carter Flagner over to Dylan Sauer and wraps it around over to Tyler Flagner. Flagner loses it. Back to Carter Flagner. He has control in the corner. Good pressure from Evanston. Good pressure from Evanston. Braden Van de Zandt finally got it out of the zone, and now here comes. Braden Van de Zandt dumps it back out into the corner. Evanston, good hard forecheck by Carter Schramm. Schramm dumps it in the corner for Colin Holtz. Holtz swings it over to Cam Beek out in the center. Cam takes it in the slot, brings it around to the circles. Back over to Colin Holtz. Holtz out to Griffin Leafy. Leafy with a shot. Save. Out to Griffin Leafy. Leafy with a shot. Cole Camphouse holds it into the zone. Over to Cam Beek. Beek back over to Colin Holtz. Holtz dumps it back into the corner for Carter Schramm. Carter Schramm picks it up over to Cam Beek. Beek coming around the circle. They have a nice cycle going with Colin Holtz. Drives it to the net and over the top. Nice shot. It's a great cycle by Waupun. Colin Holtz picks it back up again after Cole Camphouse drops it down. There's another cycle working. Lost by Carter Schramm. Picked up Griffin Leafy, dumps it back in. Cole Camphouse, after it was cleared into the neutral zone, picks it up. And there's an icing all the way down. Cassandra, can you go get me a program at the end of this period? There's one in the office. It's up to you. There's one in the office. It's up to you. Jarrett Buckles wins the face-off, drives it forward. Baron Buckles in the corner. Feeds it out to Caleb Baxter at the dots. Baxter now takes a drive, dumps it over to Carter Flagner. Flagner takes a shot, tipped just wide, goes for the clear. Caleb Baxter holds it in. Now Baxter loses it. Cousineau shoots it down into the Waupun zone, a little bit wide of the net. Carter Flagner now picks it up in the corner, over to Baxter. Baxter loses it. Caleb Sauer picks it up wide and freezes the puck. Waupun's had some good opportunities on the offensive zone. A good pressure put in. We've gotten lucky also on a couple of. Evanston had some great shots opportunities that were taking place. Evanston wins that. Over to Cousineau. Trying to read some of the names. Tyler Flagner. Takes a shot at it, scores on a breakaway. Nice shot by Tyler Flagner. What a snipe. Bar down and corner down off of the goalie. The goalie was in great position there. Tyler Flagner just snipes a nice shot. Puts Waupun up 2-0 with 11:33 left in the first period. In center is Dylan Sauer. Left wing is Braden Van de Zandt. Right wing. Can't tell if that is Tyler Flagner still. Dumped down into the Evanston zone. Evanston looking for the breakout. Gets it into the neutral zone. Griffin Leafy then picks it up. Tyler Flagner dumps it in. Sauer picks it up in the corner. Sauer picks it up losing an edge. Evanston picks it up. Looks for the pass. Gets the breakout to Evanston captain Jay Epler. Epler is pinned. Cole Camphouse and supported there by Colin Holtz. Sauer dumps it down into the corner from the neutral zone and was not quite over the red line, and it becomes an icing. 10:48 left in the first period. Waupun leads 2-0. Puck just seems to be bouncing really well for Waupun right now. Carter Schramm off on the face-off, picked up by Carter Flegner. Colin Holtz over to Cam Beek, loses it in their zone. Now it's back at neutral ice. Carson Schramm takes it from the red line, dumps it into the far corner. Cam Beek goes in hard for the forecheck. Carter Schramm following. Both miss, and then it's chipped out by Evanston. Evanston to Carson Schramm. Schramm at the red line again, takes and dumps it down into the corner. Here comes Colin Holtz and forecheck, along with Carter Schramm. Schramm has got it pinned in the corner. Wraps it back around to Carter Flegner and Carter Schramm trying to free it, and it's cleared out. Schramm to Beek to Schramm. Carson Schramm from the defensive spot tries to take a charge down in. Carter Flegner goes back to retrieve it. Long stretch pass. Cam Beek at the red line, dumps it down into the corner. Caleb Baxter has the puck on his stick right now. Back to Griffin Leafy. Leafy takes a shot and a save. Look for the rebound, and it was a good shot. Now Cole Camphouse picks it up off the boards. Griffin Leafy. Leafy to Jared Buckles, coming through the zone. Jared Buckles takes it all the way, drives it in, and tries the chip shot, and it's knocked off the net. Jared Buckles with a nice move. Almost didn't have enough momentum on it. He had the goalie moving. I have to take a back and look at that play, but I do think that he had somebody open on that left, on his right-hand side that he could have dumped that to. Jared Buckles is in the center, and the face-off goes to Evanston. Epler dumps it down. Cole Camphouse goes after it. Picked up. Griffin Leafy to Jared Buckles. Jared Buckles over to Baron Buckles. Baron Buckles takes it into the zone. Good speed. He takes it center to the net. And there's a shot! Nice rebound. Perfect shot by Baron Buckles that was stopped by the defenseman, and it happened to bounce right to Caleb Baxter, and Baxter puts it in the back of the net. At 8:42 left in the first period, Waupun scores its third goal. 3-0. Back out there with the Waupun's third line. Dylan Sowers at center. Forward. Over all the way down to the Evanston goalie. Braden Van de Zandt is out there at forward with him, as well as Tyler Flegner. Cole Camphouse. And Griffin Leafy on defense. Cole Camphouse takes it to Tyler Flegner. Flegner tries to go off the board. Ends up hitting somebody on bench. So that last goal was Baxter from Dylan Sauer and Baron Buckles. Sauer's back in there at center. Wins it again forward. Tyler Flegner's chasing. Dylan Sauer down in the zone as well. Tried to be picked off by Carter Flegner. Carson Schramm steps up. It's back center to the middle of the ice. No one there for Evanston. Now it's picked up by Tyler Flegner. Back to Dylan Sauer, who picks it up. Dylan Sauer now takes a shot at goal. Sticked away by the Evanston goalie. Carson Schramm goes down and holds it into the zone. And then it's dumped down. It's on net, so Sauer has to play it. And he had it to Carter Flegner, Flegner to Carson Schramm. And now we end up with an icing. Face-off down in the Waupun zone with 7:30 left in the first period. Carter Schramm is in center, which means it should be Beek and Holtz out on the ice as forwards with him. It is. Turned over. Cam Beek now picks it up. He's got a one-on-one. Good speed by Cam Beek as he takes it to the net, and he takes a shot, and it's up over to the. Rebound came out, and they ended up sliding into the goalie. Carter Schramm wins it and happens to go right between the two defensemen. Cole Camphouse picks it up behind the net. Reap backs over to Griffin Leafy. Leafy has ice over to Cam Beek. Beek tries to poke it. And it's nice stick handling. Nice stick handling. Cam Beek did a nice job of a check there to knock him off of the puck. Cole Camphouse behind the net. Has a long stretch pass all the way up to Colin Holtz. Holtz tries to beat the goalie to it. Played by the goalie, but Waupun holds it into the zone. Skates right around Aaron Scouten with a shot on Sauer save. And it's ended up clear. Will this go as a shot on goal? It will not. It is an icing. 6:18. Jacob Woolner is the Evanston goalie. Jared Buckles in center. Moves it forward. Scouten now with it at defense over to Carson Schramm. Schramm off of the board to Baron Buckles. Baron Buckles takes it into the zone. Jared Buckles is breaking to the net. And it's left back. Aaron Scouten tries to dump it into the corner and ends up passing it. Scouten picks it back off in the neutral zone, dumps it back into the corner for the Warriors. Stopped there by Woolner from Evanston behind the net. Off to Carson Schramm. Now picked up by Griffin Leafy. Leafy takes and dumps it in, and he goes in hard on the forecheck. Well, Jarrett stays back. Griffin Leafy with a nice check from Colin Holtz to knock the puck free. Over to Camphouse. Camphouse over to Baxter. Baxter controls. Camphouse takes a shot at goal, and it's just wide. And a wrap attempt by Jared Buckles. It's held in. There was Waupun zone. Jared Buckles and Caleb Baxter. Oh, and Baron Buckles goes in. Oh, hard. Cole Camphouse. Caleb Baxter looks like he's got a shot out. Oh, he does a nice job of taking and feeding it to the center, and nobody was ready for it. He did a great job. Shot wide by Tyler Flagner. Picked up by Carter Flagner. Dylan Sauers taking his position. Tyler Flagner does a nice skate move. Over to Sauer. Sauer takes a shot on net, and it's blocked away. Held in by Carson Schramm. Centered again by Caleb Baxter. Nobody there. Poke checked away by Carson Schramm. Back into the corner. He's on a hard forecheck. All the way out to Dylan Sauer. Sauer takes a shot, and it's wide. And now they have a man behind. Epler. Nice job by Carter Flagner to get back. Gutierrez on a dump up, and it looks like a penalty is coming. At 4:14, the penalty is going to be on, I believe it's on Waupun, but I'm not seeing anybody heading to the penalty box, and there he goes. Carter Flagner heads to the penalty box. I didn't see an initial signal yet. At 4:14, roughing on Carter Flagner. Well, let's see what happens here with a Waupun penalty kill. They're used to being in this position. 2 minutes, and it's cleared all the way down. Woolner comes out of net to play it. all the way down. Woolner comes out of net. Good pressure. Waupun's penalty kill. Waupun's penalty kill. And cleared. There it is to Colin Holtz. Colin Holtz tries to make a move. Has it poke checked away. Evanston rushes back up the ice. 4 Warriors collapse. Over wide. Saved by Sauer. Warriors collapse. Over wide. Saved by Sauer. Trying to swing it back around. Coming through the slot. Dumped back into the corner by Evanston to number 4. Forward over to 16. Leafy finally gets a hold of it. Tries to clear it, and that's held in by Ricketts. Cole Camphouse. 4 hard check into the corner. Gets it and clears it out of the zone. Woolner now picks it up with 3:12 left into the period. Up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to work it in. Baron Buckles. Nice job of poke or stick checking. And we have Evanston player who's down on the ice. Gabriel Rodriguez. Referees are getting together. I'm not sure what what's going on with the conversation here. We have 45 seconds left on the penalty from Flagner. 2:59. Left in the first period. There's a whistle now, and because of the injury to Rodriguez, he has to skate off of the ice. Put another player out there. Hops is in center. All the way down. That was a strange set just because they needed to make sure they got their power play out there. I understand that. Baron Buckles down in the corner trying to hold it. That was in there is Carson Schramm. Schramm holding it into the Evanston zone. 29 seconds left on that penalty kill. Epler, team captain, skates it up over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes it in. Shot saved by Sauer. 13-12 seconds left. Ricketts to Rodriguez for Evanston. And it's now picked up by Caleb Baxter. Baxter takes it into the zone. And the penalty is killed off. And we have another penalty right off the bat, a slash. On Caleb Baxter. It's Waupun's Bugaboo back onto the penalty kill with 2:06 left in the first period. 2 minutes for slashing on Caleb Baxter. On the ice for Waupun's penalty killers, it looks like we got Cam Beek and Jarrett Buckles with a shot save. Ricketts. Jarrett Buckles tries to clear. We have Cam Beek and Griffin Leafy. Evanston takes it into the corner where it's checked by Cole Camphouse. Cole Camphouse knocked the puck loose for a second, and Evanston is back on it. Another hard check, and the freed from the puck. Tries to clear Griffin Leafy, and when Jarrett was going to break and ends up hitting it in the body. And it's a save and cleared. Back. Save, nice block by Jarrett to use a body. Picked up by nice stick picked by Ricketts. Nice tip. And back into the Evanston zone. 1:08. Cam Beek and Colin Holtz dogging the Evanston players to make sure that they can keep it into the zone. And now it's cleared. Here goes number 4, Rodriguez. Just announced 1 minute left in the period. to announce 1 minute left. Evanston now takes it around down below the red line. Evanston now takes it around down below the checked off of the puck. There's Carson Schramm. Carson Schramm battles for it, has it off. Then it's going, moves over to Ricketts. Ricketts over to Epler. Epler over to Rodriguez. And a stick in the way by Cam Beek. Cam Beek goes with Colin Holtz. 2-1, drops. Oh, 23 seconds left. They ended up skating too close to each other. Nice job by Carter Flegner. Gets it back out to Cam Beek. And Cam Beek's going to take it and go to the center. Gets it back out to Cam Beek. And Cam Beek's trying to knock him off. Oh! Trying to knock him off. Oh! Colin Holtz screens the goalie and he traps it in between his pads with 13 seconds left in the first period. Just a reminder that I will be not live streaming at the end of the period, which means that I will be sending a new link out to the Waupun Facebook page so you can pick up the second period with that new link. 6 seconds left on the penalty. Evanston is able to grab a hold of it, and it's saved. And another save by Sauer. 2 saves in a row just on an open net. Nice job by Waupun to kill off that second penalty. End of the first period, 3-0. Waupun as we head into the locker room. So I will put that second period link up here shortly so that you'll be able to have that. Waupun leads.